Muy buenas tardes, mi gente. Aquí con ustedes la Comadre B with another episode of Comadriando aquí y con café. Today I have with us a local celebrity. As you can see, I did not get the wrong holiday. I actually have him here for a reason. And here with me I have
Danny Halloween.
Danny Halloween, guys. All right. To start off, I would love to give my saludo out. So, hi, Mom. I would also like to just say a quick hello to all the school staff that is officially out for the week's break, Thanksgiving break. So, clear your head, enjoy the week, and stay safe, guys. Also, a reminder with this holiday, this weekend coming up, please don't drink and drive. Have consideration for others on the road. I know que se pone bien a gusto el ambiente. You have one beer, another beer. The tíos like take a shot. But just let it come down before you go behind the wheel. If you feel like the shot got you, then maybe don't drive, guys. There's Uber, Lyfts. The tío could take you himself unless anda hasta las chanclas también. Then just figure it out, guys. Because we have a lot of serious accidents every time the end of the year comes, the bigger holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and we don't need fatalities, guys, because that is ugly. All right, so with that being said, let's get into it. A ver, Mr. Halloween, who are you? What are you? ¿A qué te dedicas? Tell me everything.
So, Danny Halloween, Chicano cosplayer. This character has been around. This outfit's been around since last year, but I've been cosplaying before that, like 6 months, 7 months before that. It started off with the one mystery character that you're wondering, with the banana and the pumpkin face.
Yes.
That's Steve Oween. Steve Oween was a creation from a Nela Chicano artist named Sammy Ruiz.
Okay.
He did that drawing in honor of his grandfather Steve, who I met. He's really nice guy, down to earth. And with that, so I brought that character to life with his permission, and with that started off me cosplaying that character. Sammy had other characters, so he did a biker Leatherface, so I brought that to life. And with that, it just started one another, and eventually, as like, you know what, it's time to start developing my own set of characters. This character is one of 3 that I have right now. So with that, I have this one, Danny Halloween, with the baseball jersey, the white shirt, the bandana, the pants, and the chucks. So with that, another one is which I call Happy House Danny Halloween. That one, there's a company in Canada called Happy House Apparel. They promote, they have apparel that are shirts that promote the tattoo lifestyle with the mental health.
Oh, okay.
So really great company. The owner, Jeff, he's really cool. So,
And they're out of Canada. Okay.
Yeah, right there they have really good shirts, and again, they promote mental health awareness, which is really great, especially here in Cali.
Yes.
We're like one of the most stressful states.
It's the traffic. You come from Boyle Heights, right?
Yes.
Oh, well, before we get further, I totally forgot. This gift is for you. It's the Comadre tumbler. So later on, when you get home this week, take a picture with it, tag me, send it to me. I give it to all my guests. So I wanted you to have that before I forget.
Thank you.
And yeah, so that company advocates for mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So how, like, are they on Instagram as well?
They're on Instagram under Happy House Apparel. You can also head to my page, my link right there. You could get if you use my link, you get a 10% off your purchase.
Oh, okay. So follow him and then click on the link, guys. We all like that discount, especially right now that Christmas is coming.
Exactly.
We can all save a buck or two.
Especially with Christmas, everybody's looking for the right gift. Like I said, their shirts are really unique and really awesome. I have a sweater that says has the Grim Reaper. It says "Anxiety, you're next." So it's with that, and one of the photos that I did in one of the photo meetups, a talented photographer, he goes by Cat Daddy J, and he took a picture with me in the apparel I was wearing. With that, set the red light and put "Anxiety, you're next." Honestly, I got a good reaction from a lot of people because I had prints of it, and people was drawn to the red and what that positive of that "Anxiety, you're next."
Yeah, well, everybody suffers from that. I've done a few episodes with mental health information, and it's crazy because it's like 9 out of 10 people have it. It's big. It's big.
Yep.
And as you guys know, anxiety is one of the issues that umbrellas under depression as well. It all leads to one thing, and it sucks. So that's a good thing. Yeah.
Exactly. So with that, so Happy House Danny Halloween. That's the other one. And earlier this year, I debuted a new character. It's for the lowrider community.
That's the one I think I seen. It's like the white face, right?
Yes. The white skull with the fedora.
What is it called?
Saint Lolo.
There you go. That's the one I was gonna ask you about. So he's the one that does specifically car shows?
Yes.
Okay.
Yesterday I attended a neighborhood event where they had lowriders and Vic Glass right there, and the owner of the liquor store provided free meals to 300 to 600 people in the community. So I went there in that outfit, and honestly, the motorcycle club that was there, it's if I recall, the Eagle's Nest in Alhambra, California. They loved it that I was there, and they had me take pictures with their bikes. So
how cool is that?
After that, everybody was just like taking pictures left and right with this character.
So let me ask you a quick question. You're full of misterio, right? Because nobody knows your face. Do you ever take those off and appear anywhere?
At cons, no.
Never.
But yesterday, with the main guy of the shop, his name is Knucklehead. That's his real name. And I, took off my mask because I had a character that I'm developing that's going to be for the motorcycle community.
Oh, okay. So another one.
So another one's in the work. So I asked him, what would you think if I brought this kind of character to life? And honestly, he goes, that would be awesome. You would love to see something like that. And considering our Chicano culture is so appreciated around the world, but it's still underrated here in America.
Big time. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're correct. And then what is it? Is it Japan that copies us a lot?
Japan,
you would think they're here.
Vietnam, Philippines, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So they took, what we created, they embrace it over there.
Oh yeah, big time. Like I said, you wouldn't even be able to tell it's over there. You think it's here. They do all their photo shoots and they hop and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's amazing. I like to see that stuff. It's so cool.
Exactly.
When you show up like this, do you ever scare little kids at events?
No.
No? They all like you.
They look scared, but I'm more
Curiosity,
the family-friendly type.
Okay.
My intention is not to scare. Now, if I see people just not looking, I'll just, look to the side, and then they get scared off the bat. Because it's a little scary. But with the kids, no. Because honestly, I had this one little girl that was scared because I guess the performers right there in the area, they look scared, but she saw me. She was a little scared. What I did for her, I removed my mask a little bit to see that I'm just a person.
A person.
Even though I have my face covered with the face mask under it, she was like, okay. So it kind of eased her a little bit.
Yeah. How old was she?
She was about, I'm going to say 7, 8, between 6 and 8.
She's still scared?
Yeah. So I'm assuming she's never been to one of the cons called Midsummer Scream, so I'm assuming that part. But also, too, there was this one couple, they've been trying to get a photo of their daughter laughing all day. And she was only, right now she's, I think, 9 months right now.
Oh, she's little.
But when July, she was maybe about 5 months.
Yeah.
And she saw me. I had a different mask, and I was playing peekaboo with her, and everybody, the mom was able to get her laughing. Me just playing peekaboo. That video had blown up so much. A lot of people are just like, oh my gosh, she's so adorable, and she was not even scared.
She don't know yet.
No, but honestly,
Because you were doing the peekaboo.
Yeah. But honestly, she was very, very easy to work with, and she was funny. So hopefully, and now that her parents already asked me, once I plan to make shirts, they want to get her a shirt for her daughter. So
you're gonna have to do baby sizes then. Little.
Yes, I have adults already in the works, but now that she's asking, it's like, okay, there's a possibility I might have to do kids.
Yeah. You have totes too, huh? Purses or bags or whatever?
Yes, I have
okay, I see
bags.
those. I'm going to be buying one. So let me ask you, because all your personas that you create, the dead ones, they're all like Chicano based.
Mm-hmm.
So you must be Chicano, loud and proud, right?
Of course.
How did you come to this whole conclusion of I'm going to make this character up and go walk these events?
It just... Again, it goes back with Sammy. Him and I, we grew up. He grew up in Mela, Northeast LA. I grew up in East Los and / out here in IE. But I went back to LA after so long. But honestly, just the roots that our families had with running the streets, being the gangs, being the lifestyle that, with the lowriders and stuff. So honestly, it was feeding off of his style that we're doing. So like, you know what, I'm gonna head this way, because honestly, there's not really many cosplayers. There's Latino cosplayers, Latinas,
but they're not like,
but you don't hear
represent.
any of them say Chicano cosplayer.
Yeah.
That put it in there because they like to be the horror. But me, I like to embrace the culture that California, all the barrio is supposed to be about.
So then you mixed it with Halloween.
Exactly.
So it's the dead behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you call all your audience final boys and girls.
I do that because, honestly, because that's just, in the end, a movie, there's always either a boy or a girl that's the last surviving.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be both. Sometimes, like Freddy versus Jason, there's one guy, one girl left. So I always tell them that, But usually on my posts, I'll say, stay female, my friend. So I did that a note to, as Dos Equis. Like the guy
Stay
says.
thirsty, my friends.
Exactly.
I know that slogan. Okay, cool.
But yeah.
So like community events and stuff like that, you're a big time part of that, aside from just the shows and stuff, right? Because you were doing one yesterday. I think that's the flyer you had sent me, right?
Yeah.
For that, are you doing stuff for Christmas coming up?
I am in the works on trying to creating a character for Christmas. It's, it is a Grinch. I'm just gonna do a very, very big twist on it, on the Grinch. So I'm still looking for the right mask. Because when I'm looking for the mask is, most of my characters, I don't talk. Mm-hmm. So, doing interviews, that's a different thing. But usually I don't talk, and my manager, she would talk for me. I just tell her, hey, not that she would relay it. So, yeah, working at trying to find a Grinch and do it in a street style way. So it'll be more different because you're going to see Grinch in the Santa suit with the Santa hat, all that. With mine, yeah, we'll still have a Santa hat, but not a traditional Santa hat. So
I'm intrigued. I'm fascinated with the whole Halloween, the dead, all that stuff. So you caught my attention. I was like, oh my god, Halloween Danny. So that's real cool.
Mm-hmm.
And so next month, will you be doing like local things for like I guess charities or fundraisers or stuff like that, or just appearing at these car shows and stuff, events?
For next month, I don't have anything planned yet, but sometimes things last minute pop up for me. So it just depends, but usually around the holidays, I'm usually busy working, in my professional field, but with that. But it just depends. So, but if I do, it'll be going to like photo meetups, doing photos. So,
You do a lot of those, huh?
yes, I do. And some of those, most of my stickers that I do were there that I was able to make.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's neat. How long have you been doing all this? 2 years?
2 years.
2 years.
A little over 2 years, honestly.
Yeah. What can you think was the best event you went to?
I would say Midsummer's this year.
Midsummer? Where was
Yeah.
that?
So Midsummer's, when you hear somebody say Midsummer Scream is the biggest Halloween convention here in Cali.
Okay.
This one is a 3-day event. It has it's in Long Beach convention, so they rent out the whole entire space. So they have the upstairs for panels and different, Q&A, stuff like that. The bottom floor is where everybody does their shopping, autographs, and all that. You'll see a big wall that they slide across. On that side, they have mini haunts that a lot of these families do, and they put it in there, and it's really dark. So with that, you'll see pretty much everybody going through the haunts, and everybody getting scared.
Did you do all 3 days?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Were you scaring people?
No,
Just standing there.
no. just walking around. People would see like taking pictures, because this past one I did, it was a concept that I did. So with Steve Ween, like I said, that was the biggest character that brought Danny Halloween to life. But with that character, it was overshadowing this one. So it was finally time to put Steve Ween to rest.
He's not coming back?
No.
Okay.
So with that, but I had another mask where you could call it a transitional mask. It was a pumpkin, but the skull was coming out. And that was the one that was making the little girl playing peekaboo with.
Okay.
So with that, I had a different outfit, just a green shirt, jeans, to transition to this. Then the last day was literally putting this, even though it was out there, but I had to put this Danny Halloween out there as much as I can.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. See, so it's a whole transition, guys. You don't just wake up tomorrow and say, okay, I'm here.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that's kind of nice. So you're from the Boyle Heights area. Are most of your events there, or do you get invitation, or do you just show up?
I just buy tickets and show up.
You just show up.
Yeah, some of the vendors I know, like I said, Sammy Ruiz is at most of the ones that he goes to. He'll be at the bigger ones, like the Creep Econ, that's coming up, so he'll be there. I'll be there for probably a day. What else? Midsummer's, again, is one of the biggest ones. That's where you'll see people from out of state coming to this one. So
I think I had a friend when he went to.
Yeah.
2 days he caught it. It was like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he went 2 days, I think. And yeah, they get cool. It's a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. It's really great. And especially one of the bigger ones that you see, like Ambi Scissorhands, she makes her own blankets. But they're all Halloween, like serial killers of like movies, her twist on Disney, style horror cartoons like It, Michael Myers, stuff like that. And but there's two big vendors that sell Halloween treats. One of them is Luna's Sweets. She sells like churro cheesecake, big pieces of brownie like this big, and really good stuff. And another one is called Deadly Sweets, and those two, man, like they do everything from scratch too. They have their own marshmallow treats, s'mores, marshmallow treats, brownies, like all kinds of different stuff, even their own drinks. And recently there was an event called Creeper Real OC season screenings. They were there. They were supposed to be there for the whole weekend. Their product was already sold out in one day. So they've been doing really well. So usually with those vendors, I try to go see them and always say hi to them because they've been supporting one as one of my supporters. They like, okay, we know you, who you're, and they're the ones that see my face. So
They know his face, guys. So, can I ask if you're married? Are you with anybody? Do they know your face?
no, I just have a son.
Okay.
So
Okay, well, that's kind of neat. What does your son think about your whole character?
he loves it.
Yeah?
He loves
How old
it.
is he?
He's 10.
10. Okay, so it's still really cool to him then, huh?
Yeah, he still tells me like eventually he wants to take over what I created, but I tell him the way things are has to be the way it is because it's not about scaring, it's about the family because like I said, a lot of the events are all family, but yes, the kids get scared, but I like to be the one that comfort the kids. Like, scary could be funny.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. So that's
Well,
my
what
thing.
about getting him a little outfit like yours and bringing him along? Have you ever thought of that?
I already did it twice.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And how did he like that?
Honestly, he loved it, and the one Halloween last year, we did a baseball jersey with him for Sam of Trick or Treat with the mask. Actually, a lot of people love this outfit. They were getting pictures of him. Like, oh my god, that's so cool.
And he could stand the mask on for a long time?
He actually lasted longer than I expected
Really?
because that mask is very big. It's hard to see, and it gets really hot quick.
Yeah.
This one I could stand this, but that because I have the same mask too, but mine's bigger. And with that one, it has a lot of heat because of the burlaps on it. So that's the one thing too. And after that, the Halloween costume I did this year for him, the character was designed by an artist called Creep Cake. He took the movie Trick or Treat and mixed it in with Slipknot, called Sandknot. So I got the jumpsuit for him. I already had the patches ready. I took the jumpsuit to get a barcode like Slipknot did, and with their old school jumpsuits. So I took it to an artist called Echo Life Airbrush. Had him do the barcode with the numbers from the Trick or Treat DVD. So literally,
okay.
I put a lot of detail into it for him to put it in. And honestly, and the mask, since I had one of the masks of the kids for that movie, my son got like, a lot of people were like tripping out, like, wow. And what's funny is that the older people that were handing out treats are like, is that Slipknot? They're like,
They recognized who he was.
it is, but to taking the twist with the movie Trick or Treat, like, oh my gosh. And we're talking about people in their 60s. They actually got it. And they're like, everyone's just like looking like, okay, cool.
What is your son's name? Did you give that little character a name?
That one, I haven't given him a character name yet. Because right now he's, being 10, their focus is either Pokemon or whatever fat they go through. So it just depends. But eventually, once he's ready, I'll be able to create a name for him.
Will he keep that look or will you give him something else?
I haven't thought about that part yet, but eventually, when it comes to the time, we'll see. Because he does embrace the culture, the Chicano culture, because, he's still learning about it, but there's a lot of history that I need to teach him, so.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing.
Well, that's real cool. That's exciting, I guess, for him, right?
It is.
He could live up to his dad. Well, because, it's just so cool to just see you walking around like, hey, look at him. So, and then you see two of them. That's even more cool. Like, hey, you can assume it's father and son, you know. So what is the farthest place you've traveled to for an event?
Right now, it's been Ontario
Ontario.
for the Creep IE Con. But honestly, next year is expanding Danny Halloween to Ventura County and still trying to make my way to the Orange County areas.
You've made a bunch of appearances out there, right? Already?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
So
I've been
you're all
trying
LA.
to, but usually things like been coming up, so it's like, I wanted to go to the OC Creepy Reel, but like I said, things were like, okay, I had other commitments too, so.
Yeah, it's hard to divide yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know how that goes. You ended up on the radio station. That's how we started talking. I do a co-host twice a month out in Boyle Heights, and he was interviewed there. So he's like, "Hey, I recognize that studio." Like, yeah, it's right here. So how did you end up on that radio station getting an interview?
So the radio host PvP, he put out a story saying, "Hey, I'm looking for people to interview," and I shot him a message like, "Hey, would you be interested in a cosplayer? You know, Chicano cosplayer?" And he sent me a message like, "Hey, yeah, like I have this day available. You want to come in?" I'm like, "Sure." Went in. I had the mask that I used for Saint Lolo as a preview for him, but I had the apparel of Happy House Danny Halloween that had on. So with that, and told him eventually this character is coming to life, just putting on the finishing touches, and honestly, that's how we connected, and we were just talking. He was just very interested how, the family orientation that I put out as a character, but also to still putting the Halloween and the Chicano twist to it. Mm-hmm. So that's how we connected. It was really fun, honestly. Had a great time.
Yeah. It's okay, so it's the dead. Are you considered kind of in the whole Dia de los Muertos, or are you just Halloween and the Chicanos?
Honestly, I can't say I'm a Catherine, because that's a very different style. Mm-hmm. I can't say I'm in the horror, so you gotta, honestly,
just you.
I classify myself as just a unique style. Mm-hmm. I can't really put it as a label on it. So that's the only thing, because eventually I want to branch out to tattoo conventions, more low rater, but still have my loyalty to the Halloween horror community.
Mm-hmm. Your masks, do you get them made? Because you just said that you had an artist, or how do you get your masks? How do you pick them out?
So this one, I actually found this mask by a company called Ghoulish Production, and they're out of Mexico.
Oh, okay.
And they did this one, the Aztec, because I was looking for a Day of the Dead. So I was like scrolling, and I found this mask, and I love the design. It had the
details, like
the Aztecs, all that around. And honestly, I bought it, and like I said, used it at photo shoots, at the photo meetups, and this one, a lot of people were like really surprised, especially when I went to Creep IE Cons last year in February. I went to go meet Emilio Rivera, and I just wanted to say hi. I was in costume, and honestly, had to relay everything to my manager for him, and he's like, tell him what movie I liked him in, and I'm like, yeah. So I showed him the mask. He goes, "Oh, that is cool. Like, let me get a picture with you." So he didn't charge me. He just wanted to take a picture because of the mask.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm a big time Halloween fan. I've never seen a mask like that, and then with that detail.
Exactly. So Gold Productions is the ones that has this. So I was able to luckily get this one.
Okay, that's real cool. Bring it in so they could see the calendar up there. That's like amazing.
And all the detail.
Full of detail everywhere. Yeah, it looks real cool because it looks like bone. It looks like leather. It's just so cool. Yeah. So do you get your masks everywhere, the same place or different?
No, honestly, most of my masks have been through Ghoulish Productions because the one that had the pumpkin with the skull, that was from them too. It was able to like I said, tell the story of Steve Ween converting to Danny Halloween.
And that one's real detailed too, huh? Looks
Yeah,
real
the
deep.
skull on the sides
Yeah.
and that skull popping out. Yeah, it was very detailed, but a lot of people actually liked it, even though I only used it once. So I'm trying to figure out if I could bring it as a different character or still do something to honor the past and still keep the future. So I'm still playing around with it.
Well, you say you're gonna do tattoo conventions and all that. Maybe you can assign them to one scene. I mean, you have your low for the low riders and stuff.
Yep.
Because they are really neat masks. This is I seen that Lolo, this one, and the pumpkin, and they look really
Well, the
really
pumpkin one,
good.
that one was from somebody else. That the one in Steve Ween, that one's from a local company here in Cali called Adam and Jess Effects. And I found that mask at Spooky Swamp Meet a couple years ago. So I bought it because it was on clearance because it was one of the last of their masks that they were getting rid of because they were doing new sets of masks. And I bought it and I was, like I said, trying to do a cosplay, and I used that as Steve Ween, and like I said, the rest is history. So it was a really good, especially Sammy Ruiz. Like, he was just really happy that I brought that character to life. So, but now he knows. Like, I told him, I gotta put him because it's overshadowing what this is all about now. And he understood, but he goes, he'd rather see original characters.
Yeah,
So.
it's always about the original. Everything's too played out already.
Exactly. There's too many Jasons, Michaels.
Terrifier this year was ridiculous. We seen them short, tall, fat, skinny. It's like, man, how many freaking Terrifiers are they in Pomona? Because we stay here to trick or treat. So it's like, oh my goodness. But yeah, no, unique costumes like that, characters are like always what calls the attention because you don't see them,
Exactly.
And then more like you roaming these events, it's like, what the heck is this guy doing here? Like, how cool? Like, can I take a picture? My kid's one of those. She sees morbid, scary stuff. Like, she needs to touch. Can I get a picture? Can I hug you? It's like crazy. It's like, aren't you scared? Like, no. She's only 5.
Oh, see. Oh, yes, sir. Like I said, the event, the community event that was hosted by AA Beer and Wine Liquor Store. Like I said, the cart clubs that was there, one of the cart clubs, mom, she had her 2 kids. They want to take a picture. Is it okay? I'm like, yeah.
Bring them.
So, but yeah.
Are you in any like music videos yet?
No.
Not yet.
No.
He's ready and willing, guys, so come to me and I'll get to him and we'll do not just kidding. Yeah, that's kind of cool. It would be kind of cool to see you in one of them.
I would love to, yeah. That's like hopefully one of my goals eventually, but we'll see.
So then you're not in movies either, huh?
Huh?
You're not in any movies either yet?
No.
Not yet either. He's ready for that too, guys. Look at how spooky he looks. Yeah, no, that'd be kind of cool if you did that quick crossover, or at least an appearance,
Exactly.
You've blown up a lot. When you see yourself as what you've become, what do you think about yourself?
Honestly, it just, being this character and having this persona is just, it's so satisfying, and just having, the people that I see at cons or anywhere, just appreciate, like, oh my God, like, that is so awesome. Like, I've never seen anything like this, especially with this mask. So, a lot of people actually are very appreciative of what I do.
Yeah.
So that actually is more satisfying for me. But eventually, long-term goals is being Danny Halloween on a, retired from my professional career, taken out to, to different states, where give them something different that they've never seen. You know, eventually, like, I would love to make it to the East Coast.
Yeah.
And like I told my friend Sammy, like we gotta take East Flows to the East Coast.
For real. They're kind of, have you ever heard of Chicano Hollywood?
No.
I will tag you on their stuff so you could follow. They're for exactly what it sounds like. Chicanos trying to get into Hollywood. So they're actually doing stuff like that out there. They're taking us out that way. So
Oh,
it'd be
nice.
kind of cool for you to get involved. Maybe you can make it out there.
Oh, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, because they do all our representation out there. About 5 months ago, they were talking about doing like, because they did a Chicano Elegance here, which was like a big
That I
ball.
did see.
Okay, well, that's where they're related. So they're trying to do that out there. The whole culture out there, because I guess they don't have too much of a lowrider scene out there, or cars, period. So they're trying to take it out there, and from what it looks like, the movement's huge.
I think they just had something.
Did they?
Yeah, remember that girl from here went out there.
Thrifts.
Yeah, they got something going, but I think they just had the Chicano Elegance out there in New York.
New York. Yeah. No, that'd be
Brooklyn
really
or
cool.
The Bronx or something like that. I think that guy's from.
Because they were saying that obviously Mexican, Latino, well, Mexican numbers aren't really big out there. There's more Latinos in general, period.
Yeah, you got the Puerto Ricans.
Yes,
You got
yes.
the Cubans. You got the DRs.
Mm-hmm.
You got everybody that's all the Caribbean Latinos.
Yeah.
Out that way.
But I guess the lowrider is Mexican.
It's the East Coast, like I said, it's
Yeah.
more the East Coast lifestyle.
Yeah, it's more
It's like
Mexican.
one of the artists, the woman, his name's Zapata the Ghost. He has a song called Raza State of Mind.
I'm trying to get him here because I know that's what you use for your
Yeah,
your stuff.
because when I listen to it, like, you know, it is. The Raza is just a state of mind.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing, too. Especially I listen to the California, too. Like, I love theirs because, honestly, it's, you know, it's been a while that we had somebody that, and, you know, put the Latino culture back into the scene because, you know, it's like Kid Frost, when he blew up to the scene, yeah, it was all about the raza. He was talking about everything, the truth that he was talking about. But when Cypress Hills went big, it was more about the weed and all that stuff. But honestly, like Zapata the Girls, the California, those are like bringing what the Latino culture needs to be again.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's stories that need to be told, and like you said, it's all these pieces to a puzzle that go together. Because everybody just thinks, oh, because I'm Mexican, I'm cool, I'm Rasta. It's like, there's so much more to it than just, you know, I get it. Yeah, you are technically, but it's just the whole heart that goes behind it, you know?
Exactly.
Be proud and loud about it, and this is what it is.
Exactly.
So yeah, hopefully we make it out there because they have a very big forum. Their following's huge. They have a lot of different events with already like we went to one where we met Emilio Rivera. So, you know, they have a lot of the big people that already backed them up. So I honestly think that we'll make it to the East Coast, and that's a beautiful thing, I think. Because not just to sit there and, hey, I visited, like, no, like, make an impact, and this is us, and we're proud and proud,
Exactly.
you know?
That's, like I said, that's one of my goals because I follow this one convention in Florida called Spookla, Florida, and they're pretty big up there in Florida, so it's like, whenever I get a chance, I tag them, so, you know, hopefully, like, eventually, like I said, at least, even just once, just make it out there, put it out there. You know, if it makes a bigger impact than what I expect, and they ask me, hey, come back, I'll do it again. So I have no problem.
Yeah, no, that's very cool. So for next year coming up with the character, what are your goals that you're trying to reach?
Eventually adding to my merch. So I have, like I said, I have shirts in the works. Working on new prints to, you know, to have out there because with the one of the stickers that I gave, it says California Love that has the Lakers colors. If you look at it very closely, it has the Lakers colors. I took that photo. I have like so many copies of that photo, but every single one has different teams colors. So I got the Angels, I got Dodgers, I got the Padres, I got the Sacramento Kings, the LA Kings. I got Oakland A's. All the teams of California.
California love, yeah.
Exactly, that's the
Okay.
point of it.
Oh, okay.
So I have all that, and have different. I'm working on different costumes for next year to bring to life. So there will be a new version of Danny Halloween, and that one I'm already like visualizing how I'm gonna piece it together. Because with me, like if I put it on paper, it's hard for me to see it. But somehow in my mind, it's like when I see it, think of it, imagining it, it pieces together just correctly. So, and especially I have a friend of mine that he's up north in Fresno, that he's gonna work on a mask, because I found this DTG print that the person that airbrushed my St. Lolo shirt, and I asked about it. Where did you get that? He goes, "Oh, some guy just gave it to me. He gave me a cut of that sheet, and that's gonna be the basis of my next mask." So it's still the skull, but it's gonna be a really unique and bring it to life. And hopefully, with that mask, it gets the person that created that skull design, so they could get the credit. Because with me, like whoever created it, I'm gonna give them the credit because that's theirs.
Yeah.
I'm just bringing it to life. So, so that's one, and eventually, like I said, another character for another community. So we'll see how it happens.
So exciting. Yeah. It's because I just see you and I like think like comic books right away, a book. You know, there's like so many things you can branch out into. So it's like really cool. I want to see it all happen. I mean, I have my ideas for you. I don't know. You know, you're over here with your other stuff and your merch and stuff. Like shirts and stuff. You're gonna go big, right?
Oh yeah, the shirts that once they're completed, I got from size small to 4X.
Good. Okay.
So I got everybody. Trust me, there's shirts that my friend Sammy, he doesn't even go to 4X. I was like, I want a shirt.
Yeah. Well, that's this one over here.
Go places and it's like, oh, we got like a 2X. Like, all right.
Yeah, no, I'm going to 4X because
2X, and now
I
it's
like
12.
to cater to, yes, the general sizes, but I'm also too fluffy. Like Iglesias would say, fluffy. I want to cater to the fluffy people too, because fluffy people need love too.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know. Yeah, no, it's because it's always like so. It's like so you get so discouraged when you find a nice shirt, everything's cool, and then like he said, 2X, or they're the 3X, but they're the short ones. It's like, well, where's the lonja gonna fit? You know. So yeah, that's real cool. And then for like women, are you gonna do women especially or just t-shirts for both?
In unisex.
Okay.
Because I know someone would like to wear a little bit bigger, and depending how they're gonna wear it. But it's gonna be unisex. But overall, it's pretty much the shirt has my logo in the front and it's in the back. But it's a bigger.
Yeah, in the back.
So it pops out one way and pops out in the other.
Oh, okay. So there you guys go. Check out his stuff. The
Yeah.
totes, you have 2 styles, no? 2 colors?
Yes, but the shirts are gonna be in orange color.
Okay.
So eventually with that, and hopefully, depending how well the shirts do, I might do another version or just do, a green and orange. So it just varies.
Yeah.
But with certain colors, there's I won't do. Like my friend Sammy, I gave him a red one because he's been one of my supporters. My manager has purple because that's her favorite color, and my son has blue. So, because that's our family color. So, it's just colors that are given to certain people, they get those colors.
So they're
orange
one of a
and green
kind.
will be part of the generic overall.
Oh, okay. So those are special collectors. That's real cool. So how do you come up with your designs?
Sammy. He's the one that's helping me. So right now he's going to be helping me with some new stuff in the future. So hopefully, depending, because there's a convention in March. There's a special effects artist named V Neil. She did Michael Keaton's mask for Beetlejuice.
Oh, okay.
She done Penguin and for Batman Returns.
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands, all that. Like, she's a very big deal in that Hollywood scene. So she has her own convention coming up in March. So with that, depending what they get, because it's going to be her first con.
Right here in LA?
Burbank.
Burbank. Okay.
So if the names are going to be big and she's going to go big, I'll most likely be vending there alongside with, hopefully, depending if he's able to, with Sammy. And I have gave him one thing because it's called V Neil's Vampire Weekend, so it's all about the vampires.
That event or
Yeah.
some? Oh, okay.
But they're still going to get the horse no matter what.
Yeah, I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, too, I have Sammy doing something, a design. It'd be, I could give you a taste of it, but I'm not going to tell you the whole thing. VP4L.
Okay.
So it's gonna be playing off that and a very old school movie.
Okay.
I'll give you that much.
Okay. I'll take it.
Well, that's how much I'll give you to, because honestly, it's everybody that knows that movie, they'll be like, okay, we understand it, but you're still mixing this in.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that's so cool. Creative right
yeah,
there.
my mind
Yeah.
just goes on clockwork.
You still have your parents alive? Do they see you in costume and stuff?
My mom,
Yeah, what does she say?
she loves it.
Está
She's
loco.
like,
No?
Sworn to secrecy though. Like,
no, one Christmas she used one of the pictures that she got me a metallic frame, like the one they print on, and it has one of my characters.
How cool.
So yeah, it just it's the biker Leatherface, because that picture, it just has that look. Because I'm looking down, the photographer that took it, like I was looking down, he caught it at the right moment. It just like has that, like, like the guy just walking by not noticing you until you notice, like, gives it that look. So it just had that kind of serial killer look to it.
Yeah.
It was just the way he took it was, oh my gosh, so perfect.
How cool. So your mom's all with it. She likes
Oh
it.
yeah, she
Yeah?
loves skulls too.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Do you take her to any of your stuff with you?
Nah, sometimes she'd rather stay home, because sometimes she's able to walk for a short time and she's pretty much done.
Yeah, that's how my kids are. That's why I don't take them nowhere. They suck. But mine are little, they just appear. They're like, okay, I'm tired. Let's go now. It's like, no, we still need to go do all that. No,
I don't know, my
done.
son's the
Like,
same way too. Trust me, my son's the same way.
It's the age, huh? Jeez.
They're more this.
Yes. Yes. My kids, oh my goodness. The little one, we took the roadblocks off of the phone because you know how there's a bunch of bad flashback over that and stuff. So I took it off. So they still have it on his phone. So then they go take over his phone and don't want the tablet because the Roblox is on there. So then it's like I'm talking to them, but they're not listening to anything I'm saying. Yep. And it's like, next thing you know, I'm like, well, what did I tell you? About what? They get all crazy. Like, no, don't yell at me because you can't function. So yeah, oh my God, those devices just drive me nuts at home. I can't stand them. I cannot stand them.
I have a question. Obviously, you have a regular job and everything, right? So does anybody you work with know what you do?
Nope.
Oh,
I keep it all separate, so nobody knows what I do outside of my professional.
That's all I'm about to say. Like your son, he swore to secrecy, no pictures, no nothing like that.
We just tell him, don't tell anybody what I do. That's all we tell him. That he's, like I said, he's too much in his Pokemon and all this stuff. I'm like, really, I had to have that kid with the Pokemon.
Yeah.
But which is fine. I'd rather have that.
We don't know what he looks like either.
And he says, "I'll be coming in with my in characters." Like, okay.
So, but overall, honestly, no. I keep it all separate and keep it on the down away from work because it just it's easier, and with this, it's mainly for the community, the scenes and all that.
Now you're wearing a mask, so obviously you see everything. I mean, I see you obviously, but I don't know what you look like. Have you ever been walking down the aisle or at a show and you see people you know that don't know who you are? They know you, but they don't know it's you.
Like I said, only a handful of people know what I look like without the mask. They see me, but the other ones that know me, they'll when I pass by them, they know like, hey, what's up? But as in any other people, no,
So
nobody.
you never ran into anybody you know, and they just don't realize it's you.
Nope. I had my friend Sammy accidentally say, "Oh, this is Danny Halloween." I'm like, dude, like, and I told him, like, I'm not trying to make it obvious. He goes, oh, but the only thing is that they would notice who I am because of my manager. So when they see her, they already know it's me. So that's the only thing because her and I, like, we co-parent together with our son. So with that, so when they see her, they automatically know, oh, that's who that is. So we try to avoid as much as we can.
Growing up, obviously, you're into the horror life and film and all that stuff. Like, how old were you when you knew you loved it, or what was your favorite movie growing up? How did you get into all that?
All the horror movies grew up because of my mom. She loves that, all that, and one of my uncles. So, I was just grew up around it. Got scared. I was scared of Freddy. The one I was more scared was Chucky. But as I grew older, I started watching them, and honestly, I have a love for the horror. I love Freddy Krueger more, but over the years, I was like, Freddy Krueger, like everybody's loves Freddy, Jason, Michael, Leatherface. I'm like, okay, but I was like, but there's other characters that nobody really appreciates as much. One of them is Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, those characters, Hellraiser characters. Oh my gosh, from the first to the third movie, those were the best ones. Anything after that was I tried watching. They couldn't live up what they did.
Yeah.
So even
But then
though
those
Doug Bradley
movies,
was Pinhead for so long,
yeah,
but the stories wasn't done right.
yeah.
So
Yeah, because the first two movies, you really need to pay attention or else you're going to miss the story.
exactly.
I even think they're kind of like boring because it's just so much like detail into the story, you know? But yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Then another one that I love are the puppet dolls from Puppet Master.
Yes, the little one with the, what is it? The head
That
that
would be
turned?
Tunneler.
Yes.
Love Tunneler, but Blade with the fedora, with the trench coat, with the knife and the hook. He was one of my favorites. So honestly, those are two of my favorites that I love the most because honestly, nobody really appreciates
Acknowledges
those the
yeah.
most.
Yeah.
It's always as they say, the four titans: Michael, Freddy, Jason, and Leatherface.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. No, I like Puppet Master. I remember when I first seen it, man, I was so freaking scared at night because they run around everywhere. It's like, oh man, where's my Barbies at? Are they alive? Yeah, no, that's real cool. So obviously you grew up with that, and then you're like, let me throw this together.
yeah, honestly, like I said, I started doing the whole cosplay. Like I said, a couple of years. Everybody doesn't realize how old I am until I tell them. They're like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "Yeah,
How old are you?
I will be 42 next year."
Oh, okay, you're not old.
So, but for a lot of people that are in the cosplay scene, they're usually younger. Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
older folks, but most of them are in their 20s and 30s that have been doing it longer, and but when they talk to me, they're like, you don't seem like you're that old. Like, no, I just have fun with it.
When you first started cosplaying, did you start right away with this, or were you other characters prior?
Just Steve Ween. I did a tribute to Paul Gray of Slipknot because I had that outfit. Another outfit I did was to a tribute to Wayland of Mushroom Head. So I had their mask. I took one mask, put the design on it that he had on one of his masks. But after that, it just with Steve Ween, that's just where ignited the whole thing and started like, okay, you know what? And again, it led up to start doing my own original. So it took a while, but honestly, I always wanted to cosplay, but I wanted to do more in the comics. But when I realized the comic scene was like being a cosplayer was just so, I felt being a cosplayer in the comic world community, I think they were more critical about it. I feel like they nitpick, like, oh, because you don't look right because you're big, you're too fluffy for them. Like, but with the horror scene, they don't judge as much.
Yeah, just roll with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I love the horror Halloween community. It's not really judgment. Everybody, anybody doesn't matter what creed, race, who you love, it doesn't matter. Point is, we all accept everybody for no matter what.
Yeah, that's where it's at. Yeah. Okay, so like you say, your personas that you create are to represent the unity of family and the culture, right? It being from LA and all that, what do you think was the most important events that took place there that you take to heart?
That's a really solid question.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. It's just, that's a really great question. It's hard to say, honestly. Honestly, it's going to be hard to say because it's just, a lot of these events is, each event as I go, I just learn and progress. It's like, okay, what can I do next? What can I, take it to the next game, the next level, just to, intrigue the people. So it's just really hard to say.
Yeah, there's just so much, like LA, we're known for the Rodney King stuff.
Yep.
We're known for the walkouts of the 70s, the school walkouts, we got the
Zoot Suit riots. Don't forget that one.
The Zoot Suit riots. Yes, that one's near and dear to me. Jose Diaz, everything that went on with that. And then we got the murder of Ruben Salazar, the reporter. And those are like some of the main things that I know people from out of state like really know us for, And it's crazy because, like the school walkouts were huge and they impacted us, the Mexicans, the Chicano culture. So did Ruben Salazar. They even named a school after him in Pico Rivera. I'm not sure if you know, it was a continuation out there. So, and then it's just like I'm big on history. So all that stuff, like I just take it into heart, and it's amazing to see how we evolve as people. Because, like you're really big on your culture. And so am I. Like, to me, everything is my raza, la gente, this and that. So that's why I just asked that question to be nosy.
No, like I said, especially with the character, like they said, what I put into it, I like to look at the looks, like back in the 90s, the 80s, just all that. And like I said, especially when I did say Lolo, I just don't want to put an outfit together, as is, that's why I wear the fedora with that, the cane does play into it a little bit because you see some of the veteranos walking with canes because that's how they are now. They rather walk with the cane because that's, it's that little strip they want to have.
Yeah.
So, but the reason why I would say Lolo, I put him in the black and gray because that's how a car starts out. It's all black and gray as the primer. And that's why I only had the airbrush in the back, because eventually that's what it leads up to.
Yeah.
The car becoming what it is, the show car. So
Oh,
that's
so
why I
that's what
look
it
into like
yeah.
how everything is.
Okay. Are you into the car scene yourself?
Oh yeah, I love cars.
Yeah.
I love cars. The most question asked, what's your favorite car?
I was gonna ask that.
And honestly, it's a lot of people, but you like, they look at me and like, okay, it's the 1967 Pontiac GTO. That to me, it's like it's more, yes, a muscle car, but honestly, if a Chicano were to get the GTO, not put any airbags in it, but put the landing flare, but have that American muscle in it, that would represent the whole Mexican, hold the whole Chicano in one car. I feel that would be the right car. People may think differently. They're like, oh, Impalas, but Impalas are still out there.
Yeah, everybody has one.
Everybody has Impalas, Bel Airs, but
64
honestly,
especially. Yeah.
But honestly, as a Pontiac GTO, it's one of those very unappreciated cars.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
I usually go for the cars that are very unappreciated.
Yeah, no, that's where it's at, and a lot of those are like coming up right now. Like I know a lot of people have no love for 4-door cars.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
it's a 4-door. Like nowadays, you see them everywhere.
Yep.
Everybody has them fixed up, and they're nice, and everybody loves them. And yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you're talking about. So since you're so creepy and everything, do you believe in the supernatural?
Oh, of course.
Have you had anything happen to you?
Yes.
I bet share with us.
So I'll give you the more recent that happened to me last year. So I was at work. I was because I have 2 drawers for my paper goods, for putting plates and cups, and I was putting them away. All I hear is this whisper in this side of ear, because I had a headphone on here listening to my music. All I hear is this female whisper in my ear.
Can you tell what she was saying?
No, but it was, I was like, okay. I was very, like, intrigued, like, okay, like, I said, anybody there? Nothing, because I was the only one at work. So it was very trippy. Then after that, when I used to live out here in Montclair, my grandmother had passed away in 2005. I would say a couple months later, I was just on my laptop in the den watching one of my cartoon DVDs, Thundercats. So I had the first season. I was watching that, and next thing the kitchen light was on. You can see the reflection in the back window. I see a shadow going into the kitchen. It looked like my mom's height. And I looked over and I'm like, Mom? Mom? Oh, there's anything. Next thing I see my mom come in the kitchen. I'm like, oh, didn't you just come in the kitchen right now? I'm like, no, why? Like, are you sure? Because I just saw somebody that's your height. I look in the kitchen. She's like, no. I'm like, okay. Then I know who it is. She goes, who is it?
Your grandma.
Yep. She had passed away in my house, in my mom's house. So I was like, okay. Just seeing that, I was like, okay. She was just there. So, but honestly, it didn't scare me. It was just like knowing that her presence was still there.
I always have to ask all my guests because I'm big on all that stuff. I love it. I just like, and then it's because, a lot of people, this because you're, a fan of the horror. For many years, you weren't supposed to talk about the supernatural, the spiritual world, because everybody would just say you're a liar or you're crazy or you're off, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, I would say, me personally, that I've noticed when Ghost Adventures started their series, it seems like everybody just came forward with the whole supernatural stuff. Of course, back then we had like the X-Files, but they're mainly about like aliens, UFOs, and that kind of stuff. And I remember around, I think it was 05, 06, we have Ghost Adventures. And they have all their devices, and you got Zach and yelling at
Ghost
everybody.
Adventures started in 2008. I'll tell you that one.
2008?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the ones that were kind of right before Ghost Adventures was Ghost Hunters.
Yes.
But they like, yeah, they found stuff, but they downplayed it. As you said, Ghost Adventures, I believe Zach played it more, and I believe their stuff is a little bit more evidential that they got versus what Ghost Hunters got.
Yeah.
So, honestly, especially if he was willing to go all these haunted places and get something, honestly, it was just like, wow. Especially the ones that he did in Boyle Heights, that was very trippy. I was like, especially went to the old side of the county hospital. I was like, that he did. I was tripping out.
In 2012. Yeah, 2012. Because we've been here since then. They came here to Pomona. They had their big trailer and everything. They were here for about 4 days. But I don't think they found anything because nothing ever aired out of here. But I was watching.
But they did went to the Graber House in Ontario.
Yeah, where the olives are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they were like literally here on. I don't even know what street, because we lived right here on San Francisco, and they were like 2 streets over. And yeah, they were there for 4 days, and I was like, man, I was all excited telling them we're gonna be on TV Pomona, you know. But no, nothing ever came out of it. So I don't know how they work, or if the people didn't give them permission after, you know, I don't know. But they were here, and I was so excited over that, because Pomona, we have a lot of history here. A lot.
Oh, there's a lot of history here, especially, especially in this area, the historic site of Pomona, that's right here.
Yeah.
And especially in Upland, Ontario, they have a lot of downtown area. So yeah, that's the one thing. But honestly, for him to be in the backyard of Boyle Heights, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. Have you been to his museum in Vegas?
No, I did wanted to go, but at the time, when me and my son's mom were together, like, I wanted to go. She's like, no, I want to go, but I heard stories that people walked out with something. So she goes, I'm very iffy, but like, all right.
Well, he's crazy. Did you hear a couple weeks ago that he bought some like killer's ashes or something?
No.
Yeah, he just bought somebody's ashes. I forgot what killer it was, but he bought his ashes.
I know the most recent thing, he's going to investigate the house that inspired the poltergeist.
I'm gonna be watching. He's real dramatic. He is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I love his stuff. Like, I just love it, And I stopped watching for a while because he was just too freaking loud for me. Like, God, I'm already all like full of anxiety, expecting to see everything, and then he's just like, I tell you to come out, stop. It's like, oh God, just stop now. But no, I love his stuff. I'm a fan, and I'm gonna watch it, and hopefully we make it out to the museum, because you know how it's like not for kids under like 14. I think we have little ones, so it's like, but now that she can watch themselves, we'll be going soon.
Yeah, especially there's a Robert the Doll too that he did on it, that he did one of his other shows that he did.
Robert the Doll, the dummy,
yeah.
Like the movie.
No, it's called Robert the Doll. So it's also on HBO Max. It's a documentary because it's in, if I recall, somewhere East Coast at an old military barracks, and the doll has has a kid's soul attached to it.
There's a movie on that.
Oh, then yeah, there is. So, but
okay.
But the real documentary, yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of people because supposedly there's 4 rules that you have to follow. When you see Robert, you gotta say hi. If you want to take a picture, you gotta ask permission. Do not antagonize them, and the 4th one is when you leave, you say bye. So it's like,
you gotta know your manners then.
Yeah,
Go
but
talk
what's
to Robert
funny is
the Doll.
that place where Robert the Doll is being held at, they get so many letters saying, hey, I'm sorry, Robert. They will send out apology letters. So they get the curse reversed. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, that's how you respect. Whatever is in there, you respect it.
Yeah. So then, like Ed and Lorraine Warren, you know them, right?
Oh, who doesn't?
Yeah. Do you believe that they were frauds? Because you know how all of a sudden
Honestly,
that's the big thing now?
Honestly, I don't, because I know they were interviewed during, trying to remember, it was either Inside Edition or Current Affairs. Mm-hmm. Back in those 90s, where they were still around, and they did it, and they're like, they investigated, they talked, but honestly, I don't think they are, because they wouldn't be having some evidence. You know, they were the pioneers.
And they have a whole room full of everything that
And
their
considering
daughter.
they have the original Annabelle doll, so
Yeah. That's why I get so upset. Like, I don't know. I don't know them personally, obviously, but it's like you follow the stories. I have a book there. It's like, how can you accuse them of being fake if
and they have some evidence.
everything there,
Yeah.
you know?
Exactly.
Stop
Exactly.
being haters.
And honestly, this kind of talk, if you had my friend Sammy Ruiz here,
You invite Sammy so we could have this talk.
oh, he will talk. He does his own. He goes ghost hunting sometimes, and he believes in aliens. And he released a song back in July called "Fire in the Sky." So yeah, so he's the one who like he'll talk.
Do you believe in aliens?
Sorry?
Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, honestly, I believe they are. They're out there. You know, because honestly, there's still mysterious past that how the pyramids were built to be parallel with the actual Orion's belt. So honestly, there's no way somebody could have guessed like, oh, they have help somewhere. The Mayans, Aztecs, they were something. They knew something. So it just a lot of influences. But do people believe? Not everybody. Do some believe? Yeah. But is it logical for them? No. But honestly, it just, you know, you got to think about it. Like, why was everything built in a certain way, certain reason? Mm-hmm. So that's how I see it.
There was an article on the news about a month ago that last year there was like 500 sightings in the sky. And that like the, what is it called? The main people out there, Pentagon, right? They're the ones that control that stuff too. That they admitted to it. They're like, yeah, we don't know what they are. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah,
something to look about.
They know everything. They just don't want to say.
Yeah, that they're saying, yeah, there was so many sightings because I guess you have to report them if they were seen. And they're like, yeah, there are so many, and yeah, we don't know what they are.
Exactly.
So, read, guys. Look and pay attention. Yeah, no, there's a lot. Like all those supposedly tests that have been going out. Even this year, the skies have been so freaking active. Big time. Every other month, twice a month, every week over here, huh? Or like, damn, another one. And they're just like so big. And they just leave trails and they light the sky. It's like kind of scary. It's scary, yeah. Exciting. Like, oh, are they Obamas? Are we going to be the end or what? What's going on, you know?
Exactly.
So, yeah, no, well, that's cool that we get to relate on all this because it's, again, one of those things that people really don't talk about. And if you do, they think you're off your rocker. And it's just what it is.
Exactly.
So, we're going to wrap it up. You have a giveaway coming up. Tell us what that is about.
So the giveaway, it's going to be going from 1750 followers. I'm going to do it as a 2,000 followers. You know, like I said, the video's out there, but I got to do an update to let everybody know. It's not going to be one person winning. There's going to be a total of 3 people winning. So it's going to, I like to do big on my giveaways because the first one I did at 500, it was pretty big, you know. And that prize had gone to New Jersey.
Oh, how fun.
So
okay.
The winner was in New Jersey. So this one, you know, I'm looking forward to who the 3 people are going to be and where they're going to go. You know, if one of them somehow goes out to the East Coast, cool. I know they're going to be very happy. All I know is that the 3 people will get sticker bundles of my stickers.
So you're going to do the giveaway at 2,000. How are you going to pick them? The last 3?
So I'm still working on the details, but overall, from what I'm getting, they're gonna, you know, like, share, tag, and also add a hashtag, you know, so I know, okay, when I see the hashtag, and when I follow the hashtag, I know that means they did
what they have. Yeah. You're on TikTok. Are you on YouTube too or no?
No.
No.
No. The
okay.
only thing that's on me, YouTube, is the Cali lifestyle on there.
And the interview, right? The one your last
so
interview.
This will be number 2.
Yes, I like that. Thank you for coming because I always like to introduce the new people. You know what I mean? The new faces. You're like a local celebrity because, you know, you do all the celebrity work and like people want to see you, you know? So yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming on by.
Oh,
Going to be
I'm happy to
closing.
be here. I'm
No, thank
actually
you.
more honored.
No, 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 no. We're in it together. Would you like to add anything before we go that maybe I didn't ask you, or information coming up or anything?
Um, no, but honestly, I'm gonna leave it on a positive note. Just doesn't matter if it's family or not. Always check up on men. Men usually have the more mental health situations, and they believe that men should be talking about their feelings. But honestly, check up on the people you love because you never know what they're going through. Because I had a couple friends that were going through some kind of mental situations, and I picked up on it, and I was able to guide them out of it. Honestly, check up on the people you love. Don't discourage their story. Listen to them and figure out what you do. Because honestly, this day and age, we need to make sure that everybody is fine these days.
Yeah. No, thank you for that. I always think men don't get enough love, and I think also it's because you guys are just so hard, you know? You can ask a man 80 times over what is wrong, and they will not tell you anything. So it's so hard to try to break that barrier and try to listen at least. I mean, you can't really fix everybody's problems, but you can listen, you know, and it's so hard when the man doesn't want to say nothing or admit anything or anything. So yeah, you're right. Mental anguish, period. Because most of the men are breadwinners. Most of our men are the head of everything. And yeah, a lot of times they're not okay. So yeah, I agree with Mr. Halloween here. Check up on your loved ones. Check up on your men. If they seem like they're off, they probably are. You more or less likely know their character. So if it looks like something's bugging them, check in and talk to them, because you guys don't get enough love, I think. You know?
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you for that. We always
Very
talk about
welcome.
women. We always talk about bullying and stuff. And yeah, the guys is something we really don't talk about because we assume, hey, they're hard, they can handle it. It's not always the case, guys. It is not always the case. They need love too, and not just when they bring home the check. You know? Alright, well, I guess we will wrap it up with that. Have a very happy holiday coming up. I hope your Christmas is just as wonderful, and I hope your 2025 is the best.
Thank you.
I wish you
Likewise.
very, very much luck with everything. Hit him up for photo shoots, movies, even freaking music videos. He's down to shoot. Check him out. I will put all his information, guys. Give him a follow. And that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, because this will be airing Tuesday. Y los adoro, raza. Bye.